I believe in God. God is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. What is this place? I have no memory of it. I feel guilty. I did something horrible, but I can't remember what it is. I can't remember my life at all. I need help, and I must seek forgiveness. I can't. It's stuck. Someone's holding it from the inside. May I come in? All I seek is help and forgiveness. That voice. I recognize it. It won't budge. Father, can you let me in? I know it's you. Here on the doorstep of the blessed house, I'm asking you, I'm begging.
You have not set your mind on the things of God, but on the things of men.
I know I did something horrible, I can feel it, but everything's so obscured, I have no memory of my deeds. I beg you, have mercy, let me pass. I need his help and absolution. Something's appearing on the stones. It's barely visible, but the altar seems unusual. It is adorned with strangely shaped sticks and, I think, yellow cloths. There's something about this church. I think I've already visited it numerous times in the past, but I don't have any memory to support that thought. It reads Yosef Dohnany, 1935 to 1909. The year of his death is missing. I can't remember what happened to you. Father, can you...
Your mind was infected by your corrupted soul. Shame on you, unrighteous creature.
I can't remember anything from the past.
A long time ago, you've made a fateful decision to abandon God. There shall be no grace for you.
I never abandoned God. Let me pass. Let me understand what...
Enough! No words will ever open that door again for you.
My mind may be roaming in the shadows, but my soul is still pure. Let me talk to him.
You don't have a soul anymore, son. Look inside. What do you see?
Guilt and sorrow.
If you had stayed true to the faith, nothing sinful would have ever happened.
I've never abandoned faith. The true faith... What is true faith? I know you taught me what it is, but I can't remember.
It's a pity to what you've been reduced to, Benedek. A corrupted soul is like a bottomless black pit. It nourishes a false faith. You have been eternally banished from his house. But forgiveness is what he can give, even in the darkest of places. Accept your burden.
I accept your Bible, Father. It is my burden now.
Now walk to the other side of the valley until you reach the place of torment and sorrow.
That is my punishment? To dwell eternally in such a place?
You've already been punished. For your sins you have been cursed.
Who cursed me? God did this to me?
Deeds cannot be undone, but can be forgiven. If you truly repent and want to be absolved in His eye, you must go and save your bloodline's last soul.
I don't understand. I'm the last of my bloodline. Everyone else is dead.
Fallacy! Now leave. Act before the time has passed.
Wait, I'm begging you! Who cursed me? Father? Father! Answer me! Into your hands I commend my fate like I always did. I don't know who I am looking for, but I need to act quickly and find that poor soul before it's too late. For both of us. I struggle to find a reason to do that. I think it's locked. A symbol of Christ's eternal love for all humanity. A silent cathedral of tall trees. Its gaze gives me a crippling sense of dread. The path to redemption. Or hell. This is the place? Not a single soul is alive here. I may be late. The scent so close to this strange altar is unbearable. All of these people scorched beyond recognition. It's impossible to... Hold on. They all have almost identical marks on their flesh. So familiar. I must have seen them before. I know. Seals of pledge, the devil's marks. These people pledged their obedience to the most evil of all. Or mindless beings. There's something on one of the cadavers. God, talk to me. Give me a sign. Where's my bloodline's last soul? Nothing but silence. It's a rotting mass of scorched flesh and dried blood. I should stay away from that. It could be infectious. Salvation is what this person sought but failed to achieve. It's formed by several people crawling into each other. Its significance and use are beyond my comprehension. God, talk nothing but silence. My burden, my soul. My burden. Its limbs are still intact, but the head has no eyes, no mouth, and no ears. My burden, my soul. Fire mutilated its hands and gave it a locust-like figure. God, talk to me. Nothing but silence. It's formed by several... It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I dare not to try this. I struggle to find a reason to do that. It's a rotting mass of... It's a rotting... It's a rotting mass of scorched... I should contemplate more about this. It's a rosary, still intact. Some initials are carved on the cross. B.D. B and D. I can't recall. I'm struggling, but there's something about it that... Who are you? What do you want? In the name of God, answer me or be gone!
Victoria.
Show yourself!
Victoria.
Victoria? She had the rosary. My rosary. Those initials are mine. This is my sister, my bloodline's last soul, dead in front of my eyes. You killed my sister, fiend! May God drown you in the lake of fire! Burn eternally amid shrieks and groans of pain and despair!
Your fire, your sins. Your bloodline is cursed.
The fire. The fire, the screaming, the smell of burned flesh. I remember now! I executed them all, torched them alive in the name of God for acts of heresy. And I killed Victoria, the last of my bloodline, too. But I still can't remember nothing before or after this act, nothing at all. It's like I'm seeing someone else's memory. Save my sister's soul! Punish me! My sins! My sins! My sins! Eternal torment and sorrow is all I want! For there are sins that lead to hell. My eyes, I can't see anything at all. My eyes are fine. It's just that I don't have my glasses on. That dream, the church from my hometown, the graves of my parents, the crucified cadavers, and God in the form of an eye. It was the most terrible dream I've ever had. That wasn't me. That's not who I am, God. You know me. I remember everything from my past. I've never sinned. I've never been forbidden to enter a church. I know what true faith is. I'm obedient only to you, God. It's what I want. It's how my father taught me to be. My father, who one day just disappeared from our lives, shattering my mother's will to live. My father, who gave me his Bible the day before he left our family. What? I can't find it. It's not in my jacket. Where is it? It must be here somewhere. It's my blanket. Something's on the floor. Glasses? Oh. I'm so distressed. How was I supposed to find anything without them? Victoria may have been killed by my hand inside the nightmare, but she did something even more terrible to me outside of it. She dragged me to this town and made me stay in this living tomb of a house that tried to taint me while I was sleeping. No, it didn't try to taint me. It tried to curse me. Yes, to curse my soul. I was told in the nightmare that I was cursed. It must have been my mind which was trying to warn me I was being cursed by the house, or by the town as a whole. I don't know, both, I guess. I'm still in peril here. I should leave at once, but I can't. I can't leave without my Bible, and I can't leave alone. Not without my bloodline's last soul by my side. This is not a stoop, and the water inside is not holy. This is profane. Tall, dark trees, a crossroad, and a lonely house. It's as bleak as it is in here. It depicts a pale bald man with a very long white or even yellow beard. It's like staring into a starless sky, completely black, cold, silent. It's a bust of an unknown veiled person. Everything here feels so wrong. Nothing but an endless mass of trees and shrubs under a thick layer of dreary clouds. It doesn't belong to any of us, but maybe. Nothing. Just a few very long and thick spikes. I don't understand the smaller ones. It's something abstract. But the lady, she has kind, dark eyes, and a grave face with long black hairs, and such a strange, sad smile. Mother used to have a similar one. I can still hear its sound in my head, see the images of those beautiful childhood days in my mind. It looks like a miniature of a skull-headed humanoid tribe. It's an older man, apparently terrified by something he has seen, without being able to see. I can't see my Bible in these shadows. I just hope. Victoria must have taken it from me while I was asleep and then placed it somewhere upstairs. There was no other explanation, even though it is strange. She never did that. The painting is stained, but the sinister gaze of the man is still clearly noticeable. Is that a giant heart? The manuscript of Luca Tomini? Codex Niva? Goldin? Heart of Pagubitse? I've never heard of these works. Miniatures of strangely shaped white people. It's an unfinished painting of what looks to be like a mother and a child standing in shallow water. This makes me wonder, are all the creations in this house a consequence of someone's imagination or experience? Who's there? Victoria? Nikolay? Where's my Bible?
I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
Where is she?
Under the blanket. Come closer. Wake her up. Leave it, for the sake of my eyes.
I hate the dark. The bed's empty. Where is she?
What do you believe in, Benedek?
Where's my sister? I need to see her. She took my Bible away from me.
Answer me first. Besides God, what do you believe in?
I believe life should be spent in solitude where questions like yours cannot arise.
See, I believe life is pointless without a family. We don't exist if we don't belong to someone else except God. Family, Benedek. Without a family, life cannot exist.
You made that clear enough when you abandoned priesthood to marry my sister.
That was a sacrifice I believed had to be made. As of today, I'm not so sure anymore.
I'm not following.
Family members don't hurt each other. It's wrong. Don't you agree?
Victoria hurt you? What did she do this time?
You did. You turned her against me.
What are you talking about?
About the things you suggested to her yesterday on the train.
I beg your pardon? I didn't say a word to her, to you, to no one, as a matter of fact.
What about calling me an addict?
That I did say. But what have I done? I didn't turn her against you. She even defended you.
Of course she did. When she's the one who gave me the morphine months ago.
She did what?
She did what family's supposed to do. She helped her husband to alleviate his pain. Now, it's your turn, Benedek. Will you help me?
Help you with what? I just want to talk to her.
I want that too. I want to talk to my wife.
So where is she? What's going on? I don't want to stay here anymore.
You think I'm a degenerate? Have I imagined hearing your voices downstairs?
Who? That was just me. She's not downstairs.
How many times I called your names before hearing that horrible scream of yours?
I screamed when I woke up from a terrible nightmare.
Well, I'm living the nightmare right now. Don't lie to me. I heard you talking after that scream.
I talked to God, and I talked to myself, and then I came here to talk to her.
Is that true? Because the real problem I have is that the two of you emptied my whole bag while I was asleep. Why? I don't care about all that stuff. Have it.
Now that he mentioned his bag, where's mine? I didn't see it downstairs.
Just give me my my pills back. Make my pain go away.
You think I'm a thief? Go on then, search me.
I believe you can be anything you want, as long as it fits your vision of righteousness, Brother Benedek. But you're not stupid. You wouldn't risk being caught while carrying them around.
Instead of accusing me, perhaps you should search in that bag of yours again.
I did that, and I scoured the whole floor several times already, only to find nothing. Someone took my pills. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was her. Maybe it's time for me to start questioning my belonging to this family. I'm gonna go downstairs now. You stay here.
Why? I already told you she's not there.
Don't be anxious. If she is, I'll make her talk and give me my pills back. If she's not, I'll find them by myself. In any case, I'll call you once I'm done.
Maybe they had a quarrel and she left before I woke up. I don't trust him. Whatever the truth is, I should take the chance and search for my Bible while he's not around. Remember what I asked you? Have you seen my Bible?
I don't understand. You want my help now? To be honest, I'm not sure I've seen it. But you should definitely search the floor. People say I don't have a keen eye for details, so I might not have noticed it. So, Obviously, your wife's not here, Nikolay. She must have sneaked out while Benedek was holding you upstairs. And now you're supposed to go after her, right? Perhaps she has your pills. But if you've learned something in your marriage, it's that she always expects you to make the most obvious decision. Just look around the room first. There's nothing underneath. A lifeless woman who's been tortured before her death. No, you should first search. Silent, full of dead coals. A man of secrets and silent pain. Very intriguing piece of art. Could be worth taking a look. No pills, just spikes. Just a mere wooden stick. Must be at least a century old. Looks like the owner has an alluring hobby. These dolls are nothing special. Except for the big ones at the back. Not counting the headless ones, of course. You should definitely take one of them for your private collection. Which one do you choose? Bad choice. The image of the devil. The doll with horns. Fascinating. What do we have here? A small brown bag. And it's not just any bag. It's Benedek's bag. So you have to ask yourself why it was hidden here. What's inside?
The eyes give her a frog-like resemblance. Strange. These are not books, just blank covers with no names and no numbers. My Bible doesn't seem to be among them. It's locked. It's too dark here. I'd like to have more light before I open it. Not ideal, but much better. I can't breathe. It smells so sickening. Just old clothes. And nothing but mold in them. I've never seen this woman, but I feel like I know her from somewhere. It's not a pleasant feeling, though. It's a giant tree with dozens of corpses hanging from its branches, and skulls that feed its roots. The branches represent visual keychain holders, and there's a key hanging as a corpse on one of them. The vastness of the woods is terrifying. The manuscript of Luke. I haven't checked the whole floor yet. This makes me wonder, are all the creations in this house a consequence of someone's imagination or experience? It's an unfinished painting of what looks to be like a mother and a child standing in shallow water. Miniatures of strangely shaped white people. I'll have to find a key first. A yellow blanket, wrinkled only on one side of the bed, which means that either Victoria or Nikolay didn't sleep here. Only one person. Is that a giant heart? The painting is stained, but the sinister... I haven't checked. It's locked. It reminds me of a man I haven't seen for a while. One day he just stopped attending our church. A grieving man with a forehead full of horrible dark lesions. Just old clothes. I like it as it is. Let the divine light come in. Only one... My peering efforts would be useless. Both sides of the door are heavily grimed from the outside. The door is locked. Only one per... It's locked. Only one... Was he telling me the truth? He did. It's completely empty. Why would Victoria take all of his belongings? It doesn't make any sense. Only one... Nothing in there. It's empty. Just old clothes. Is this supposed to be a family tree? It's locked. Appalling! A heap of dead! Damned rats! It scurried into the... Victoria! Nikolay, what's happening? I'd better check. That window was right above the front door. Liar said he'd call me. Nikolay! Wait! I have to stop him. That's my bag. How did it get on the floor? The inside is all wet, slimy. My rosary is here, and so is my pen. But everything else is gone. Nikolay must have known the whole time where my bag was. Which means he has my Bible as well. Or it's Victoria who has it. I didn't turn her against him. It was Nikolay who turned Victoria against me. Maybe it's all part of a wicked plot against me. All she had to do was drag me to this place and put me on the stage like a puppet. And now they are just pulling the strings. They make me sleep in this house. They take my Bible and hide my bag. She disappears, and now... And now he's doing the same. Nikolay is trying to disappear. Nikolay!
I
was checking something.
Really? On the ground, between the leaves, and behind the house. Stop this madness. Who's there?
Calm down.
Why are you doing this to me?
Benedek, listen to me.
No, I've listened to your lies in the house. Now you should listen to me.
All right. I'm all ears.
It's clear to me that what the two of you are doing goes way back, months before this damn journey.
What are you talking about?
Let me explain. Where's my Bible?
Again with this question? You must have lost it somewhere. But don't worry, you can probably get a new one in town.
I don't want a new one. I want exactly that Bible because it is mine. It was given to me by my father. And no one else except me is allowed to carry it or even just touch it. Not my sister, not you, not even Father Imre.
I know. Calm down. Victoria told me this a long time ago.
How would you describe this town? Would you say it's a hidden gem in the mountains?
Well, it is alluring, isn't it?
To whom? The gem in the mountains were her words. That's how Victoria tried to convince me to go on this journey with the two of you. And when I refused, what did she do? She went to my superior, Father Imre, and claimed Sveti Kotar is a work of God. She convinced him, so I had to go. But I never believed those words. And God knows I was right to do so. We all saw the truth the moment we arrived in this town.
You mean the ritual on the square? I found it fascinating.
This journey, this house, the disappearances, it's all part of your wicked plot against me.
A plot against you? Can you hear yourself? I'm starting to believe Victoria was right to have doubts about your health.
So this is what this journey is all about. You want to make me look crazy, put me in a mental institution.
You got it all wrong. Calm down.
Wrong? You knew the whole time where my bag was. Did Victoria hide my Bible there and then you just grabbed it on your way out? I found something slimy in my bag. Did you drool while stealing my stuff, or was it her?
Benedek.
And where is she? Is she hiding in the woods? Do you know? Of course you do. She must have told you that I cannot leave this town without her. So why is she hiding from me? Because she knows I can't leave without her, and this just prolongs the agony of being in this damned place. And that's exactly what's going on here. You want to torment me as long as you can. So what you do to be sure I won't leave on my own? You steal my documents from the bag. But you know, before we left, I made her swear on our parents' graves that she would have to take me back to Budapest immediately if I decided so. So no, I'm not crazy. Are the two of you done with me now? Does she need to desecrate our parents' remains?
You certainly made a point here. I wouldn't say you're crazy, but you got it all wrong. How about I tell you what really happened?
You expect me to believe you after everything that has happened?
We were robbed, Benedek. When I woke up, my first thought was that you and Victoria stole all my stuff, including my morphine. Then I went down and found your bag behind the dolls. Unlike my own, yours wasn't empty.
So I was right. Victoria put the Bible inside, and you...
No. The only things I found in there are a pen, a rosary, and this.
Are those human eyes? You're the one who's crazy here.
30 pig's eyes inside a pig's bowel. Horrible, I agree, but that's why your bag was so slimy.
This is insane. He's lying. And now that he's come closer, I can notice an unpleasant, musty smell on him.
I believe it's what the perpetrator left to mock us. After stealing our stuff, he obviously had a need to leave a mark of his deed.
And who's supposedly our perpetrator?
The owner of the tavern, of course.
Why would a man who waited a whole day just to give us the keys of the house do such a thing? And why would he take everything but my rosary and a pen?
I guess because it's the same man who left a dozen of pig's eyes in your bag.
I don't know where he got this bowel, but this story is ridiculous. So how do you explain Victoria's missing bag then? If that man robbed us without taking our bags, where is hers?
Maybe Victoria took it with her.
I noticed that the blanket on your bed is wrinkled only on one side. Confess, Victoria didn't sleep at all last night. She took her time to do everything you plotted together, and then she disappeared.
Enough with this crazy idea that this is all about you! I don't know where Victoria is. When I woke up, she wasn't there.
The smell on Nikolay, I just realized. It's the same odor of the wardrobe upstairs. These clothes he's wearing are not his. He must have taken them.
I'm going to get all of our stuff back. Don't worry. You just stay here and wait for Victoria.
What? Wait, no, you shouldn't. Is he going to meet her in town? Or perhaps she's hiding in the woods and waiting for me to leave. What should I do?
I have to move. I need my morphine. What do you want?
I'm going with you.
Think about your sister. If you follow me, once she comes back, she'll find an empty house.
We can leave a note.
What about your Bible?
That's what I've been asking you from the moment you saw me today. Where is it?
So, you really don't have it. You're not as methodical as I thought you were.
For God's sake, no, I really don't have it.
Well then, you're saved by the grace of that thief. If he didn't steal my pills, I would have never found your Bible. It's in the cabinet upstairs. And relax, I didn't touch it. I swear.
Why didn't you tell me until now?
I thought you found it after I went downstairs. It's all right. Just go take it, and then we can leave together.
You should have said something. If that is the truth, if it's really there, you desecrated it by leaving it among those carcasses. That pile is the only place I didn't search. I have to be sure he's not lying this time.
Benedek! Don't make me wait too long!
I've heard this dreaded sound too many times in my life. Frogs and more. I didn't touch them before. How did they fall out? There's something buried beneath. It looks like it must be. My Bible. This would never have happened if... Decided to come in? Nikolay? For God's sake, answer me! I must get out of here before it's too late. The door is locked. What do you want? I don't know if that was Nikolay. It's so dark in there. Trying again to disappear? I cannot stay in this house. I have to go into town and try to find Victoria. Maybe that was her. Maybe it was Nikolay. Or maybe it was a stranger. God, I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but I have to leave. I'd need a key to see what's hiding behind it. It gives me the same uneasiness as when looking into a tomb. They're withered and woven all over the fence. They probably surround the whole house like a cursed crown. And so I descended into the valley of the shadow of death, oblivious of what this decision meant. Meanwhile, Nikolay was already walking there.
Huh. She was right. This town really is a hidden gem. One that should have been buried so deeply as to never been found. Well, we're here now. So let's hear what our perpetrator has to say. Have no intention to peek inside like a lunatic. Have no Given the situation, you might need it.
Leave it.
The only thing that makes this place look barely decent. A mock-up of a strange tree with red spiked leaves and upward branches. It was poorly embalmed, as several parts have already started to decay. A woman's portrait? Hard to tell. They all portray the same person, with a distinctive small-sized head, hidden behind a thick layer of mist. Can you hear me? No reactions. Strange lamp. It has an unusually long hook. Huh. There are several slips of paper in the fissures between bricks. Let's read one. Voices are louder, shadows have forms. Oh God, have mercy on me, for I fear the thing that possesses me. Fascinating. Is this a wall of prayers? A set of butchering knives, poorly cleaned and partly rusted, right in front of his eyes. Light on weight, easy to handle. Light on weight, Easy to handle. Right in front of his eyes. Daver.
Hey, Nikolay. Welcome to my tavern.
A nice place you have here. Congratulations.
Told you. You should have come in last night.
I'm curious. Do you consider yourself a taxidermist?
A what?
Taxidermist. A person who preserves dead animals for the purpose of being put on display.
Oh, no. It's because of that head over there. No. That's just an exception. I loved that pig.
So that one had the privilege of a quick death.
He died of natural causes. Why?
Do you remember telling me last night about your procedure? You vividly described the sounds, the scents, the images.
Now that you mention, I recall saying something, but it's what I do. Gotta feed the guests.
Fair enough. And how do you feed yourself?
With love from people of this friendly community. What do you think?
No nightly hunting activities?
Oh, be our guest. Wait for the night and then go into the woods. Hear the silence and hunt the nothingness.
But you were taking a nap when I arrived, and you looked tired. Suppose you didn't get much sleep last night.
Wrong presumption, my friend. I went to bed the moment you left. You know, the wine we had and all. Why are you asking all these strange questions?
I'm just worried about you. Let me show you something. I think you'll find it interesting. He had his chance to take it last night. Now it's mine.
What's that?
I'm the one who should be confused here. Why the number 30? Does it have a special meaning? Those eyes are the only proof I have. You see, someone took everything we had and left 30 pig's eyes in one of our bags.
Unbelievable. How did this happen?
The coward who did that took advantage of the night.
You don't say.
And he knew we were heavily dazed by the wine you gave us. Must have watched us the whole time on the square.
But your wife didn't drink at all. She said it tasted like human blood. She didn't see him?
I wasn't aware that she didn't drink the wine. Maybe she saw him. I don't know yet. Do you have any idea who our guy might be?
Oh, I don't. No, people around here are hungry, weak, misguided. It could be anyone. Even the priest. Especially the priest.
I think it could be someone who collects pig's eyes.
You think?
The procedure you described last night. I can't get it out of my head.
Which part exactly?
All of it. The agonizing shrieks, the scent of liquids, the images of piles of gouged eyes. How can you enjoy that?
What can I say? The more they suffer, the better the food. Is that the reason? Why are you worried about me?
No, not really. What worries me is the peculiar coincidence that both the perpetrator and you knew about our impaired condition and the house we were staying. And you both have a very particular fixation for pig's eyes.
What are the odds?
Let's stop pretending, friend.
About what?
Give me our stuff back, and I'll be out of your way.
Are you accusing me of something?
To be honest, I just need my pills. You can keep the rest. No one's gonna accuse you of anything.
And I need you to leave. Now.
Not without my morphine.
What I really meant is that you should leave this town. It's not safe for the likes of you.
Are you threatening me now?
Like our prophet always says, this town is hanging tightly on the edge of hell.
Can this prophet of yours foresee what's gonna happen if you don't help me get my pills back?
I'll ask him. Moise, crawl your way out of the grave.
It's hanging loosely, not tightly. This town's hanging loosely on the edge of hell.
Help our friend get his stuff back. And don't mind him for having insulted you.
What?
You said I'm a taxidermist because of his crippled state and that he looks like a corpse put on display.
That is not the truth.
God has taken away many things, but hearing is not one of them. Talk to me. I can help you.
So, how can you help me?
You first.
I don't understand. First me what?
What's so special about that morphine of yours?
Don't you know already? Aren't you a prophet?
I am. But I want to hear it from you. See if you deserve my help.
I have these headaches. It's like storms.
See, that's a lie.
I'm having one from the moment I woke up. It's unbearable. It's frightening. But I keep it to myself.
Still not the truth. But what I really asked is, why do you want exactly those pills?
I'm not a local. Where would I find morphine in this, like you call it, place at the edge of hell?
Nikolay, what's so special about them? I want to know that.
My wife gave them to me.
What happened? Where's the light? What have you done?
I apologize, but something had to be done to get you talking.
You monster!
Why? I just quenched a flame.
Actually, you just mangled a worm.
That wasn't a mere flame. And this is not just a lamp.
What's so special about this lamp?
You people wouldn't believe what I've seen and felt in that damned place. But I must not forget. I have to go down there each day and relive everything all over again.
That flame was already dying out. I just put an end to its misery.
Misery. It didn't cease to shine since that fateful day. Not for a moment. And then you show up and decide it is time. That flame saved my life that day, and has kept my hope alive ever since.
Hey! You still there? I just remembered. Come here, quickly!
It is time for you to leave, Nikolay.
No. Let him stay. I want to keep my word.
You pathetic, crawling thing. What are you doing? He's part of the herd that left you rotting down there.
He needs to learn the truth. Mostly about himself.
You don't know anything about me.
You're not a deacon. And you really need your pills for the pain. You don't need them to actually curb the fear.
No, I don't. Now, tell me, what do you want from me?
You have to behead someone.
What were you doing at that window?
So you did see that woman today?
What?
You yelled you remembered. Do you remember that she was here today? Where did she go?
Oh, no, it's not that. I've already told you. I haven't seen her. I'm sorry. But now, I remember where the two of us met before.
I should leave, madam.
Wait. You said you've never been here before, I know. But you have. We've met in Carcassonne way too many times to make me forget your face and voice.
Like I said, I've never been in this town before.
You did. You came to me in my dreams. The dreams I have always start the same way. I find myself in the woods, daring not to move. I've just seen something horrifying, but my mind refuses to tell me what it is. I tremble with fear and groan in despair. At this point, I either succeed to get out, or more often than not, I am staying trapped in the agony of my unconscious mind.
Why are you telling me this?
I dread to dream. And it's been like that for years now. But sometimes the agony is replaced by happiness. It happens when in the middle of the forest blackness, you appear, flying noisily towards me.
As an angel?
A moth!
What?
A strange moth, I'd say, with two faces. The one on the back side of the head looks just like a human skull, I guess.
The moth is a symbol of wickedness. That couldn't be me. You're either lying or insane.
Oh, no. I didn't say.
I'm Brother Benedek.
I don't understand the meaning of the skull, but you are not an evil appearance in my dream. You're a good being.
I'm a servant of God, the Order of St. Paul, the first hermit.
My fear and despair dissolve into joy and hope when you appear. You always help me get through the night.
I can't stand it here anymore.
Just a moment. Benedek? You said your name is Benedek.
I didn't say my name.
I heard it. You...
I don't have anything more to say to you.
You are victorious, brother.
I am.
Why haven't you said so before?
Because I don't know you, and I don't trust you.
You know, now I might have an idea where your sister is.
So you were lying to me the whole time? I knew it.
I didn't know who you were either, so I had to lie. I honestly haven't seen her today. But last night she seemed obsessed with the idea of going to the lake today.
Why would she do that? Mere sightseeing.
Which I found strange because she already knew there's nothing to see there. Maybe she just liked the view.
How do I get there?
Take a left from here, then just follow the path through the woods. It's a short walk. There's an old man selling fish. You can ask him if he saw her. His name's Arson, and since you're going to talk to him, could you do me a favor? To fetch something for me? Just tell him I sent you for Friday's meal. With everything going on yesterday, I completely forgot about it.
Why would I do that? Why didn't you go earlier today? Why don't you go now?
I can't leave the shop. I'm waiting for my father. He's gonna be here any time now.
No promises, madam.
It's just one fish. And if you do this for me, I'll show you my gratitude by giving you a brochure of the town.
I don't need your gratitude. Like I mentioned before, as soon as I find Victoria, I'm gonna leave this place forever.
No, you won't. The brochure contains a detailed map of the town and its surroundings. Trust me, you'll find it useful. You'll see.
Should I go to the lake? I don't trust her. I could just wait for Nikolay to come out.
Oh, and one last thing. How was your visit to the Grimolda Castle?
I've completely forgot about the exhibition.
Victoria bought 3 masks from me, you know?
Why?
Because she had to. No one's allowed to enter the castle without a mask.
I mean, why are you asking? We were dead tired and just didn't make it there.
So you don't even know what happened. Come closer. Someone fell from the castle's roof into the nearby chasm.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm worried. I thought you were there. After this happened, no one was allowed to leave the castle for hours. It was a nightmare. People were shrieking and crying into the darkness of the halls and corridors.
I already told you we didn't make it there.
You know, there are places in this town you can't visit without a mask. Grimolda is one of them.
I don't follow.
It's one thing to visit and leave. It's another to stay trapped for hours in such a place. Then I thought...
What? You thought what?
You sure Victoria didn't go?
Honestly, I'm not sure. She did not. Why? We missed the exhibition, fell asleep the moment we arrived at the house.
I think I saw her alone on the square later, after you left.
That's impossible. She didn't leave the house, and even if she did, that doesn't mean she went to the castle. Only one person had slept in that bed upstairs, and I don't think that was her.
Did she give you the mask she bought from me?
She didn't, but that doesn't mean she visited the castle.
You know, some witnesses saw the fall, but...
She's around here somewhere, and she'll take me out of this town soon.
But it was so dark they couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman who fell.
They must have found the body. Did they search for it?
They only found parts. Badly disfigured, unidentifiable.
So what are you telling me? Where do you think Victoria is?
They also found the head.
Didn't you just say the person was unidentifiable?
The face is skinless. It was torn apart before the falls. They don't know the identity yet.
Who would do such a horrible thing?
Someone inhuman. This was devil worship and witchcraft at work.
Witchcraft? How can you be so sure?
The authorities believe that person was a woman. A scrawny woman with short brown hair.
Wait, it's a woman? What are you trying to tell me here? Who is she?
And I'm sure it was devil worship and witchcraft because she wore a mask above her skinless face. But it wasn't an executioner's mask. No, it was the yellow mask.
We believe in you. You've come this far, to the end of Saint Kotar, the Yellow Mask. But this is just a prologue of the story we want to tell. The beginning of a long and dark journey of change, full of twists and fateful choices. For us, the storytellers that gifted you this free prologue, your support is crucial. Help us to tell the story of Saint Kotar. Support us on Kickstarter. We fear nothing, for you are with us.